I did... Why am I yelling? Stop yelling. God, Megan. Let's try this again. Take 5.
So as promised, I did a tutorial for you using the Kylie Jenner eyeshadow palette, and then I also used the cream shadow that came in the bundle that I bought. That's just on my lower lash line and in my waterline. It doesn't really stay in my waterline. I've done it once before. It kind of just drips out, but I feel like running it across the bottom lash line is just beautiful. I did use this. I have been using this palette quite a bit since I did my unboxing video, and I'm actually really surprised by how much I actually like this palette. I just said actually like 5 times, but I actually like this palette. This color right here, it's either called Sugar Cookie or Chestnut. I can't figure out this diagram on the back. It doesn't really look like a chestnut color, but apparently that's what it's called. Either way, it's slowly but surely replacing my Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek for my transition shade. Crazy, right? OMG. I just love the way that it lays on top of a MAC Painterly paint pot. They're basically the same color, so like the MAC paint pot goes through and color corrects all of my veins and stuff that I've got on my lids, and then that just sets it and doesn't like change the color of the paint pot. So it's really pretty. But this is the look that I came up with, and these lashes that I'm wearing are from a company called Icona Lashes. They're a company who reached out to me on Instagram and sent me quite a few of their lashes and invited me to be an affiliate. So my code is gonna be right here. Maybe right here. Megan10, and that will save you 10% off of your entire order. And they also are running a really good sale right now for the holidays that all their lashes are already 20 to 40% off. And then with my code, you can save an additional 10%. It is an affiliate code, so I will make commission on your purchase. But if that's not a big deal to you, go ahead and help me make some money. Girl needs some money to buy some more makeup. Yes, please. But the lashes are really pretty. They do have their original collection, which is more natural lashes. They're called them themed centered. So they have like ones that are for brides, ones that are for bachelorettes that are a little bit more dramatic. And then they just released this midnight collection, which these lashes I'm wearing now and the lashes I wore in my last video are both from the Midnight collection because I'm all about that drama when it comes to my lashes. And so these ones are Make Him Miss Me, and the ones I was wearing in my last video are I See You Boo. Both are extremely pretty, and I've been using the lashes that they sent to me for about 3 or 4 months now, and all of them are still going strong, doing good. And so yeah, if you want to go, I'll leave the link below. Check them out, and don't forget to use my code, please. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, just go ahead and keep on watching. Also, if you're not part of my subscriber familia already, you know what you need to do. That's right. Click the red button down below so you can become part of my subscriber family. But yeah, either way, just keep on watching and we'll get this video started. Hey guys, so I do already have my brows done. I did them off camera. I have a tutorial on my channel. I'll link it down below. Check it out if you want to see how I do my brows. So to start off, I'm going to go through with my 2 favorite primers, Benefit Professional and Hangover RX Primer by Too Faced. And my Benefit Professional is almost gone, but I'm going to squeeze every last bit out of that tube before I crack the next one open. I'm going to go through and just press that into my skin to fill in my pores, and then go through and hydrate my acne with the other primer. Today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation, and I'm not really sure I like the coverage that this foundation gives me. It's not a very full coverage foundation. I do like the glow, but I need full coverage to cover up all that acne. So I'm going to go through with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in light neutral and just kind of spot conceal before I start with the foundation. Now, I dotted the foundation onto my face, and I feel like that might have been why I didn't receive such full coverage, but you'll see later in the tutorial that I even went through and directly applied the foundation to the sponge and on and then put it onto my skin, and I still don't think I got enough coverage. So we're still testing that out, and then next we're going to go through with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and mine is in the shade Fair. I'm also not sure I'm a fan of this concealer. Everybody and their mama is loving this concealer. I will admit that the coverage is good, really good, but I'm not sure I like how it wears throughout the day. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. So after I go ahead and make my face look funny with all my stripes and lines, I'm just going to go through and blend everything out with my Real Techniques sponge. I do use the flat side of the sponge for most of my face because I feel like it gives me a fuller coverage, and then I flip the sponge over when it gets to be to that under eye area because the top of the sponge that's pointed just fits really well into the corner of my eyes. I've also heard that this concealer is one you have to work with quickly, which maybe I take my time too much, but I'm going to keep testing it out. I'm not a quitter. So here I'm just going through with that foundation, like I said, and trying to build up the coverage here on my cheeks to make sure that my acne is covered up. And although it did cover up more, I still don't feel like it covered up all of it. The L'Oreal Pro Matte does a better job of filling or covering up my acne. So now I'm just going to go through with my DermaBlend translucent setting powder and set my under eyes using the sponge, and then the Morphe E1 to set the rest of my face. Now I'm going through with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is just the original powder contour kit, and the shade I'm using is Fawn. The brush I'm using is the Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm just going to carve out them cheekbones. I'm also going to go through and apply a bit to the temples of my forehead to try and slim down that bad boy. And then after that, I'm going to grab my Morphe M209, and I've been practicing contouring my nose. So I'm going to go ahead and make a really crazy face and just use the powder that is the same shade as before, Fawn. And I'm just going to draw 2 lines down either side of my nose. I haven't really mastered the concept of contouring my nose yet, but with my nose being as bulbous as it is, I think I'm just going to have to find a specific way that I like to contour, and so far, what I've figured out has been working. Now I'm going to go through with the shade Vanilla from the same powder contour kit and just apply that to the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose to try and highlight the center of my nose, and that's basically it. I'm not sure if it works, but so far, so good. We're learning. Now I'm going to go through with Benefit, Hoola, and my favorite bronzer brush, which is the Morphe M527. And I'm just going to add a little bit of warmth all over my face. Now I'm going to go through and cut/clean up that contour using the same translucent powder by DermaBlend and the flat side of my Real Techniques sponge. And after that, we're going to get started on our eyes. So first we're going to go through with the Cream Shadow by Kylie Jenner and a Sigma E65, which is also known as a small angle brush. And I'm going to put the shadow into my waterline first, and then using a little bit more product, I'm just going to smudge that across the entire lower lash line. Next, we're going to go in and prime our eyes using MAC Painterly Paint Pot and set that using a Morphe E22 and the shade Sugar Cookie from the Eyeshadow palette. After that, we're going to use our finger to apply the shade Gingerbread all over the lid. I find that this shadow applies best using a finger. You get a bit more pigment out of it. After that, we're going to grab our MAC 217 and the shade Chestnut and blend Sugar Cookie and Gingerbread together, keeping it nice and tight to the crease until you have less product on your brush so that the gradient from the lid to the brow is nice and seamless. After that, we're going to grab our Sigma E25 and the shade Silent Night to kind of deepen up the outer corner. I've really been loving the cat eye shape on my eyes since they are so hooded. I feel like just using small windshield wiper motions to kind of deepen up the outer V of my eye
really helps to lift them up. After that, I go through with no additional product on my E22, the first brush that I used to set down that MAC Painterly Paint Pot to make sure that all of those edges are blended nicely. Using the Sigma E25, I'm just running Sugar Cookie onto the lower lash line to blend out the cream shadow. After that, I'm going through with my NYX glitter liner in the shade Crystal Silk. It's just a glitter liner that actually really burns when you put it onto your eyelid, so use that with caution. If I could, I would use either the Tarte one or the Midnight Cowboy one by Urban Decay, because those are just as beautiful but probably don't burn when you put them on your eyelid. I went ahead and added my falsies off camera. Aren't they beautiful? Next, I'm going to go through with my Morphe E4 and the Tarte blush in the shade Entertain and just rosy up my apples of my cheeks. After that, using the Anastasia Illuminator in the shade Starlight and the A27 brush from Anastasia, I'm just going to highlight those cheekbones and the temples of my forehead. Highlighting for days, highlighting for days. Next, I'm going to go through and just apply some of that to the bridge of my nose to try and highlight the bridge of my nose so that my contour works even better, I suppose. After that, I'm going through to just blend everything together with my Real Techniques sponge. And then using the same illuminator, I'm going to highlight my inner corners using a pencil brush. For lips today, I chose to go with the Maybelline lipstick in the shade Blushing Beige, which is the perfect nude in my opinion. And I went through and topped it with White Russian by Buxom. This combo is my favorite combo right now when I'm looking for a nude lip. After that, I went through and set my face using the Mario Badescu Rose Water. Seriously doused my face so that all those powders could blend in with my skin. And after that, that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.